ever felt overlooked or ignored in meetings? It can be so frustrating because you know you have the knowledge and the experience and the ideas, so it can't be that. And you're absolutely right. It isn't that. It has nothing to do with what you're saying. It has everything to do with how you are saying it, how you're presenting your ideas. So in this video today, by the end of it, you will have 3 standalone speaking frameworks that you can employ in the next meeting to totally transform how the other people see you. I urge you to stay to the end because I've got a brilliant little 90-second daily exercise that you can do that will elevate all 3 things we're talking about here today. Hello friends and welcome back. Today is a brilliant video for all of you who spend a lot of your time in meetings. We're going to look at 3 speaking frameworks that will work in any meeting. The first one, and this is a terrific one, is called headline first approach. And it is what it says. Avoid the big lead up and just jump straight in with the headline. You might have heard this called the BLUF method, B-L-U-F. That stands for bottom line up front. And it's the exact same concept. What it is, present the critical information up front and then backfill after that. Where does this work best? Well, logically, it works best in update meetings and when you have to do those status reports. Get to the point and then just fill in the necessary detail afterwards. How does this make you look? This makes you look like someone who respects people's time and someone who is organized. Number 2, and this one I call silence speaks volumes. This is where you practice an intentional, deliberate 3-second pause before you answer. Where does this work best? This works best in those fast-paced, high-level, very stressful meetings where sometimes you might feel pressured to blurt out a response. This 3-second pause gives you that window to organize your thoughts and then speak. How does this make you appear? It makes you appear eloquent because you kick out all the ums and ahs, and it shows that you are in control of your messaging. If you're enjoying any of this at this point, please give me a thumbs up and comment. I'd love your comments. Just add anything in that relates to this material, and I promise you I answer every single comment. Let's jump in to the last one, and that's number 3. The last one is a little bit more sophisticated, but I've seen it done to such great effect. And this is the acknowledge, then anchor. Let me explain. In meetings where lots of different ideas are flying around at the same time, it often becomes you trying to force your views onto others in a bit of a battle of wills. But what we do, we go in, we acknowledge the other person's point of view. Then, as we present our differing point of view, we make sure we anchor it in a shared goal for that team. So it would sound something like, I agree with your timeline. However, given our shared focus of cost saving, what if we do, you see it? It's a different feel completely. It's not just you pitting your ideas against the other person. It's you acknowledging and then saying, I'm keeping the team's goals in mind, and in light of that, I'm introducing my ideas. How does this work best? It works best when you're trying to persuade people. And what does it show you in the best light? It shows you in the best light as being a collaborative team player who is deeply thoughtful. There you go. 3 easy wins. Now, they all stand alone, so pick one. Comment in the comment section which one you're going to pick, and then practice it in the meetings in the week ahead. Now, let's get to the 90-second daily exercise. This is the simplest thing ever, but it works like a charm. Find a passage you can read from a book or on a screen in front of you. Every time you see a period, also known as a full stop, I want you to make a sound. And the easiest thing to do is rap on the desk in front of you. So you would read the sentence or read the sentence off the screen. You see the period. You rap twice, knock twice, tap twice on the desk, and that forces you to pause. It is an auditory warning saying, stop, take that tiny little second break. And why does it work? Because it stops you rushing through how you speak, and it gives you that gravitas and authority when you break up your thoughts with intentional pauses. It is dead easy to practice. Do it daily, give it 90 seconds, and then watch how your speaking transforms. Thank you as always for your time. And before you go, if I can ask you to subscribe so we can grow our community. Thank you. Go do it. Remember to comment.